Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they were ringing them down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jets take over first and 10, and they're on the 28-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Jets at 8-3 now. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
2nd and 6. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards on the
Now, you look at this defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
He's into space past the 25. And finally wrestled down at the 11. It's a gain of 34. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead is Hall. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive will start with an option going left. The quick feet by Jackson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Up the middle. Here's Mitchell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And that'll be incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
This is Walker. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm not sure that you would call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
The career's more at stake when you win your prime. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can bet you either pink or brown.
Now 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First and 10.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10. Now Lamar changing the look. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Second down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Play action. Now Jackson. His throw incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
13.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
For the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Running left, here's Mitchell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Jackson now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Complete. Smith has it. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a give to Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Smith catches left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Arian Smith from 6 yards away. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jackson. And he completes it to Westbrook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it hasn't been made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 10 yards out. And the Ravens are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Ravens 7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Terrence Ferguson, 28 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. The Jets take over 1st and 10. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. To throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. Their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Jackson going to keep it. The open man is Westbrook. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Henry up the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's third and goal now. Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Now it's Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now Hall to start the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He finds Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Going right back to Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brings up 4th down.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last time out, they had the good drive going to get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up. You end up throwing a pick. Everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. Now Jackson. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Going for the third time. Jackson going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
A handoff for Hall. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. You can start stringing some runs together like this. You'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Ravens 14.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Gets past one man. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Well, they'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And Walker has it. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games who's want to crawl under a rock until it's over.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. 2nd and 5. Here's Hall again. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
A give running right is Hall. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
10 yards to go.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.